You have been watching your cholesterol numbers for 20 years. Low-fat meals, skipped butter, took the statin every single morning without missing a day. And your doctor looked at your last results and said, "You're doing everything right." So why does your chest still feel heavy some mornings? Why do your legs still swell by evening? Why does something still feel off? Here is what no one in that office ever told you. Cholesterol is not the real enemy. It never was. You are not broken. You are not failing. You followed the advice you were given, and that advice was incomplete. For decades, mainstream medicine pointed at cholesterol like it was the villain in every heart disease story. But in 2023, research published in the European Heart Journal confirmed what a growing number of cardiologists have known quietly for years. Chronic inflammation is the primary driver of heart disease after 60. Not cholesterol. Inflammation. Think of your arteries like a garden hose. Cholesterol is not the water trying to burst through. It is a patch sent by your body to repair damage that inflammation already caused. Blaming cholesterol for heart disease is like blaming the bandage for the wound. The real question was never how high is your cholesterol. It was always, what is setting your arteries on fire? In this video, you are going to get the information your doctor didn't have time or wasn't trained to give you. We are going to cover the 3 hidden inflammation triggers that most seniors unknowingly feed every single day. Trigger number 1 is something sitting in your kitchen right now. Trigger number 2 will surprise you, because every health headline told you it was good for your heart. And trigger number 3 is the one that Nobel Prize-winning researcher Dr. Günter Blobel's cellular research pointed to directly, and almost nobody over 60 has been warned about it. Stay with me until the very end, because after the 3 triggers, I am going to give you the exact questions to bring to your doctor at your next appointment, questions that could change everything. So settle in, and let's get you the full picture. Trigger number 1, vegetable oils. What they tell you: swap butter for vegetable oil. Sunflower, canola, soybean, heart healthy, doctor approved. You believed them. Most of us did. Here is what the research actually shows. Refined vegetable oils are extraordinarily high in omega-6 fatty acids. In the amounts hiding inside modern cooking oils, something goes wrong. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that excess omega-6 directly activates your body's primary inflammatory pathway, triggering a chemical signal that tells your immune system to attack. Think of your artery walls like the inside of a smooth, flexible tube. When inflammation fires repeatedly, meal after meal, that inner wall cracks and swells. Your body then sends cholesterol to patch the damage. That is why your numbers look high. Cholesterol is the repair crew. The fire is the oil. You cannot taste inflammation. You cannot feel it after one meal. It builds silently over years. The protective action: replace refined vegetable oils with extra virgin olive oil or grass-fed butter. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine found this single swap reduced major cardiac events by nearly 30%. One change. Same kitchen. Real difference. Trigger number 2, whole grain bread. This one is harder to hear, because you did everything right. You gave up white bread. You chose whole grain. The label said heart healthy. Your doctor nodded. But here is what research now confirms. Most commercial whole grain breads cause your blood sugar to spike almost as fast as white bread. The glycemic response is nearly identical. Why does that matter? Because chronically elevated blood sugar, even slightly elevated, even without a diabetes diagnosis, is one of the most aggressive inflammation triggers in adults over 60. Research from Harvard School of Public Health found a direct link between repeated blood sugar spikes and damage to the inner lining of your arterial walls. That lining, called the endothelium, becomes inflamed, stiffens, and loses its ability to expand properly. Your heart works harder every single morning to push blood through stiff, inflamed arteries, before you have even finished breakfast. The protective action: replace your morning toast with eggs, avocado, or Greek yogurt. These cause almost no blood sugar spike. One calm meal. One quiet morning for your arteries. Start there. Just breakfast. Trigger number 3, chronic shallow breathing. This is the trigger almost nobody talks about. It may be the most important one. Dr. Günter Blobel, awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology for his work on cellular signaling, found that cells deprived of adequate oxygen send out inflammatory distress signals. When oxygen deprivation is chronic, hour after hour, day after day, the inflammatory response becomes chronic too. Most adults over 60 breathe shallowly, not because something is wrong with their lungs, because of posture, stress, and long hours sitting in chairs that compress the chest forward. Shallow breathing means your blood carries less oxygen. Your heart works harder. Your cells, quietly starved, keep firing distress signals, and your arteries stay inflamed. The protective action takes 60 seconds. Twice daily, morning and night. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. That longer exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, tells every cell in your body, stand down. You are safe. Research from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology * found this practice lowered systemic inflammation markers in adults over 65 within 8 weeks. 60 seconds. Twice a day. Start tonight. Before we get to your bonus section, I have a small favor to ask. If this video is giving you information your doctor never mentioned, take a moment right now to click the like button. It is not for my ego. It tells YouTube to show this to other seniors who are sitting alone tonight, wondering why their heart health isn't improving despite doing everything right. By subscribing, you are joining a community of people just like you, taking back control one truth at a time. Now, let's keep going. Before we close, I have one bonus tool that acts as a force multiplier for everything you just learned. I call it the 3-question morning check. Every morning, before breakfast, ask yourself 3 things. What fat am I cooking with today? If the answer is vegetable oil, swap it. Takes 3 seconds. What is my first meal doing to my blood sugar? If it is bread or cereal, replace it with 1 egg, 1 handful of nuts, or 1 small bowl of Greek yogurt. Have I taken 3 deep breaths yet? If not, do it right now. Before you stand up. Before you check your phone. 3 questions. 60 seconds. Every morning. What makes this powerful is consistency. Inflammation is not built in 1 meal. It is not reversed in 1 meal either. But a small, daily check, repeated every morning, rewires your habits quietly and permanently over time. Research from University College London confirms that daily microhabits repeated consistently for 8 weeks become automatic. You stop having to think about them. They simply become who you are. That is the goal. Not perfection. Consistency. Let's recap what you now know that most people don't. Vegetable oils silently activate inflammation in your artery walls. Whole grain bread spikes your blood sugar in ways that damage your endothelium daily. And shallow breathing starves your cells of the oxygen they need to stay calm and healthy. None of this is your fault. You were given incomplete information. Now you have the full picture. Pick just 1 thing from today. Maybe tomorrow morning you swap the cooking oil. Maybe you take 5 deep breaths before breakfast. That is enough. Start there. The fact that you stayed until the end tells me something important about you. You have not given up. And your heart, the one you have been trying so hard to protect, is worth every single effort you are making right now. In 4 weeks of these small changes, your mornings will feel lighter. In 8 weeks, something will feel genuinely different. Save this video. Come back to it. Share it with someone you love who is also doing everything right and still wondering why. Thank you for being here. Your heart deserves the truth. Now you have it.